Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This morning is the 4th of August, and today we've had the readings for St. John Vianney. The readings are taken from Ezekiel in the first, and I think it's St. Matthew in the second. Today we want to talk a little bit about St. John Vianney as his feast day, and discover what we as lay people can take from it, from the life of St. John Vianney. We should never kid ourselves when we come across these saints, superpower saints, that they've done it for many years. They've practiced living a holy way of life, giving themselves to Jesus for their lifetime. It's not something that happens overnight, although it does, and I'll qualify myself there, but it's something that we can get tricked into thinking that we can't be a John Vianney, and that's because the big life is made up of those everyday lives. So let's go with 3 things that we can take away from John Vianney's life. Firstly, I would suggest, and what he did was make God his number one. He would consult God through prayer and say, God, should I do this? God, is this for me? In the big and small decisions of life, what would God do in this instance? What would Jesus do? What would our Blessed Mother do? And so in order to do that, he had to study to understand God and learn about the church, for which, as I understand, he wasn't the most talented in. But still, because it's over that lifetime, little by little, because you really don't need a lot of God or Jesus and knowledge of him to be faithful to him. Many people have great degrees, doctorates, whatever you like, but at the end of the day, those words of Mother Teresa ring true. You just have to be faithful. So, John Vianney made God, Jesus, number one. Secondly, he had tremendous courage to make God number one. But when you follow Jesus, you'll stand out. When you follow God, you'll stand out. There's going to be something different with you. Hopefully you're with a great group of friends, and those group of friends are different. So, make God number one, have great courage. Secondly, let's go with the Eucharist. If you can base your life around the Eucharist, and as a priest, he would spend many hours praying in the Holy Mass and adoration. And so if you can make the Eucharist number one, keep coming back, excuse me, to the Eucharist, to the body, blood, soul and divinity of Jesus, then that's not a bad thing either. Keep coming to church, keep visiting Jesus. Come to the beautiful big masses there are, and of course visit him in the quiet times of the day. Make God number one, have great courage, base your life on the Eucharist. Of course there's many more, but rest assured, if you could live just those 3, then you'd be doing and following St. John Vianney in his feast day. May God bless you all. I ask you to pray for me and my family. Amen.